Welcome to Ozzstar's Today's Fun Project. There you go. I'll make you a movie star. Go ahead, man.
Welcome to Ozzstar's Movie Stars.
There you go. That'll work.
There you go.
Today's Fun Project.
Today's Fun Project.
All right. All right, YouTube land. Welcome to Today's Fun Project. We've got a 4th generation Maxima. I'm going to show you how to drop and change the transmission fluid. And the deal with this is it's pretty easy. It has a drain pan or drain bolt at the bottom of the pan, just like an oil pan would have. And you just pour your new stuff right through where the dipstick is, where the tube is. I'll show you that. That works for 95 to 99 models, is the 4th generation. It's pretty simple. I'm going to be using a product I've never used before. It's a synthetic transmission fluid by Amsoil. I'll leave a description down below with a link. You can contact Ed over at Amsoil Synthetic Lubricants. He can help you out. I'll put his information down there below too. He was extremely helpful. I've never used this product before, and his customer service was excellent. I ordered it. I got it like the next day, basically. It was super fast. They make all types of synthetics, not just transmission fluids, but motor oils, gear oils, all types of lubricants. Anyway, what the issue is here, the transmission, this car has an original 112,000 miles on it, and it's a little bit clunky. It's had new motor mounts, and if you know what I mean, going between like 2nd and 3rd, there's nothing wrong with the transmission. It's just the nature of the beast. So it's a little bit, shifts a little bit hard. And we're going to see if this product smooths out. What I'll do is I'll do the fluid change, and then I'll test drive it, and after about a week or so I'm going to report my findings right back here, so you'll find out pretty quickly. But anyway, let me just show you where that 19mm drain bolt is. Just drain that into a pan, and then I'll show you where the dipstick tube is. And what we'll do is we'll measure the amount of fluid that comes out into the pan. I'll pour that into an empty 1-gallon container, like an old windshield washer fluid bottle will work. That way I'll know exactly how much came out and how much to put back in. It is full. The engine was warmed up, driven, and then tested or checked the transmission fluid. You want to do this with most automatic transmissions while the engine is running. You would, and it's warmed up, you pull the dipstick out and check on the stick to see where you're at. This one was at the full mark, so I know we're good there. And hopefully this will help you out, whether you're just doing a transmission fluid change in general, or this particular car. But most times, most transmissions will have a filter in there, an actual filter. This has sort of what's called, it's a type of filter, but it's a screen. It's not necessary to drop the transmission pan to change that screen out. If I was having major issues with the vehicle as far as severe clunking or slipping, I would want to take the pan down, you would too, and inspect the pan for any contamination or clogging in that filter or screen, they call it. So that's staying on. You do not have to change that out. It's not necessary. Maybe if you had a real high mileage car, 200,000 miles plus, you might want to clean that screen out. Might be time. So anyway, let's get under there and I'll show you that drain bolt. All right, we're under the car here. We got it jacked up, and we're on the driver's side, and this is the transmission pan right here, this entire thing. And here's your bolt back here, just a simple 19mm bolt. Just pop that off. Now there is a washer behind the bolt, like a crush washer. I think it's copper or aluminum, I forget. Anyway, make sure you don't lose that so you can reuse it. We'll let that drain out right into this pan here. Like I said, we'll measure in an empty container. It's a 1 gallon. See how much we took out. I'm assuming it's going to be around 4 to 5 quarts, and that's exactly what I ordered. I ordered 5 quarts here. Ed tells me this stuff's really good in power steering pumps too, so it'll make the responsiveness, make it super smooth. They make 2 types of the ATF, which is this one's the synthetic, and then they have another one that's a little bit less costly, and I don't know if it's as good, but they say that this can double your service time. So if, let's say you got to change your trans fluid every 30,000, this supposedly you can go 60,000. I'll zoom in on this. Maybe you guys can pause it if you want to read, but this is all the different requirements. This is a Nissan, wherever the Nissan is right here. The Nissan Matic 2, D, I'm sorry, Matic D that this specs for, but you can see how many different types of vehicles, including the German cars, Japanese cars, American cars, that this works for. So let's get to it. We're at over here. Here's the battery. Here's the transmission dipstick. You can't miss it. It's color. It's like an orangish red color. Anyway, what you do is you pull this out, and then I get a funnel. I have one of these kinds here. Let's show it to you. It's long and skinny, right? That's what she said. Anyway, this will go. You know, once the stick is out of there, this will fit in there, and then we'll pour our new fluid right in there, and then we'll start the car, let it warm up, run it through all its gears, and then check the level just to make sure everything's good. It should be. And like I said, if you really want to get a good flush, this is like a drain and fill situation. You want a really good flush, I'd say drain it, fill it with new fluid, drive it for 1,000 miles, 3,000 miles, drop it, and put in 5 or 4 or 5, whatever it takes, new fluid on top of that. So that way you get at least probably 80% of the old fluid out. So really doing this 2 times is the real, the way you can do it that way. Or you can drop that pan, get a new gasket, completely drain most of it. You remember, you'll always have some fluid in that torque converter. So, either way, whatever you decide to do. All right, let's get that fluid out. There's that, I don't know if you can see it on screen, but that copper crush washer I told you about. Make sure you don't lose that, or if you do, replace it. So this fluid doesn't smell burnt or anything, and it still has a slight, reddish, well, pinkish tint to it. It's more towards brown than bright red. You want to see that bright red. So here's that empty container, and I brought it up to here. So that's 4 quarts, 1 gallon, 4 quarts, and there's still a little bit left in the drain pan. So I'll put 4 quarts in and then check it. And this is the ATF, the Signature Series product. So people rave about this stuff. So we'll see if it's that good. And I'll put these 4 in. I'll start the car, run it through the gears, let it warm up, then I'll top it off. Like I said, I'll take it for a test drive, check for leaks, and then I'll do quite a few miles on it. I'll drive it all week, and then I'll report back, and hopefully I can feel a difference, smoother shifting transmission. I tighten that drain pan bolt down to about 20 foot-pounds. So you don't have to go super tight on it. Make sure you're careful and don't cross thread it. It seems like that bolt can easily be cross threaded in the pan, then you'll wind up having to replace the whole pan. So save yourself some aggravation. This stuff is a lot more red than the stuff that came out. You saw in that bottle, it almost does look, it's sort of like brownish. Alright, quick comparison. So here's the new stuff. Here's the old stuff with 112,000 miles on it. And since there's no combustion and there's just friction and heat, you can see how, I'm sure at one point, the new stuff with 112,000 looked like this or similar. So hopefully that's picking up on camera. I'll go out here in the light and get a better idea of the color. So it's definitely time to change. So it's been a few days since I did the transmission fluid flush or change, and I want to tell you right now, it's amazing. I couldn't be any happier with the results. It feels like a brand new transmission, and I'm not kidding you. It shifts so smooth now, especially between third and into overdrive and second and a third. It's incredible. I haven't felt the transmission shift that smooth in years. So I'm glad I did it. It was worth the money. I imagine if I go ahead and do another, fluid change in, I don't know, a month or two, it's going to be even, I don't know how it could be better, but it could be. Fantastic stuff. I highly suggest this product, the Amsoil. Contact Ed. I'll leave his information down below if you need any of these fluids from Amsoil. They didn't pay me to do this. I bought the product myself and tried it out for myself. So I just want you to know that I'm not sponsored by them. But like I say, I wouldn't mind if I was. Anyhow, thanks for watching. If you're changing your transmission fluid, I highly suggest you try this product. It works with so many different makes and models and meets or exceeds OEM, so you can't beat that. And don't forget, the sweepstakes drawing is coming up for my 1 million plus views, and that ends the end of the month. I'll leave a link down for that one, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.